Hi, it's Dr. Chelle. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm going to help you do better on the PSAT and SAT by teaching you how to use a Desmos calculator. Probably 70% of the questions you can use the calculator to help you with. We are now doing Unit 2, Lesson 6 from Khan Academy. This is Unit 2 Algebra, Lesson 6, Systems of Linear Equation Word Problems. These problems are similar to the Harder example video on Khan Academy. All right, let's take a look. On the Desmos calculator, make sure that you click Choose Assessment and go to the College Board. And also, if you are using my book, we are on page 31. Samantha bought some apples X and oranges Y from a grocery store. And just to make it easier for me, I am going to put X apples. Sometimes when the word problems are super long, it's easier for me to just write it so I see it. I don't have to read the whole thing again. The apples cost $1 each. So I'm going to put 1x for the apples, and the oranges cost 75 cents each, plus 0.75 for the cost of the orange. And we're talking about money like this. In total, she spent $7.25. So now I know the $7.25 has to go with the cost of the apple and the cost of the orange. It's really important when we do systems of equations, especially word problems, that the money line is on the money line. Okay, when it talks about count, like she bought apples and oranges, and how many did she buy? She bought 8. Then we make sure our counts go together. So if kids make mistakes, sometimes they'll put the 7.25 for the 8 and flip-flop it. So just make sure money, count. All right, and that's it. How many apples and oranges did she buy? So I'm going to go over here and just type it in. You can write 1x if you want. You could also just write x. Don't write the $sign. My second equation is x plus y equals 8. And then there we go. I have 5 and 3. And remember, my first coordinate is 5. And because I wrote this, it's super easy to say 5 apples and 3 oranges. Done. It's so much harder if you do it the Khan Academy way. Do it the Desmos calculator way. John has $62.80 in nickels and dimes. So we know we're going to talk about nickels and dimes, and our money will end in $62.80. The number of dimes is 3 more than twice the number of nickels. If the value of a dime x, so I'm just going to put x equals dime, is 10 cents. So now I know I need to put 0.1x or 0.10x. It's the same thing. The value of a nickel y is 5 cents. Wow, I need to give myself more space. .05y equals that. That's a little messed up, but let's just type it in so you can follow along. So remember, a dime is 10 cents, so I've got 0.10. You could also just put 0.1x. And then I've got my nickels, which is 5 cents, and that stands for y. And altogether, that equals $62.80. Okay. It says if the number, so if I scroll out, you have to scroll out a lot. I'm just going to change this, honestly, to 1,000 so you can see. Okay, like we had to scroll out a lot, but now we need to see where they intersect. So we need to write our second equation. It says, remember here, if the number of dimes, so x is dimes, is 3 more than twice the number of nickels. So I'll go over here and type that in. So remember that first equation we did dealt with money. The second equation deals with count. It doesn't matter the order you type it into Desmos. Now that I've done that, I have here, so we got to just keep scrolling and dragging up until we get to the intersection. Here's our intersection, and that's our answer. 503 dimes and 250 nickels. All right, let's look at the next question. I'm going to click the home button to get back center and cross off my equations. A group of students sold tickets to a school play. Adult tickets cost $8 each. And we can see that adults is X. And student tickets cost 5. So because we're dealing with money, 8x plus 5y goes on the same equation. And we know that adults and students went to it. So we're going to do x plus y equals. And it says the group sold 75 tickets. So I'm just doing x plus y equals because that's my count. The number of adults, the number of students equals 75. And then my money equals 540. Now, you could solve this the long way, or you can watch my videos and learn how to use Desmos to do like a lot of the work for you. You still have to know how to think critically. I think that's the hardest thing that kids don't understand. It's not just knowing how to type it into Desmos. It's about knowing how to think critically about what the answers mean. So I don't see anything here. I can just use my scroll button and look for it that way. Or I could just change it, but I have 55 and 20. So what does that mean? Well, adult is X. So my adult number is 55. My student is Y. So my student value is 20. And that's it. Okay, so now if you've watched both videos for Unit 2 Lesson 6, you've learned everything similar to Unit 2 on this topic. So now is the right time to go back over to Khan Academy and do those practice questions and try to turn that orange into a purple. All right, thank you so much for watching. This is Dr. Chelle. My next video is going to be on Unit 2 Lesson 7 basic examples, and we're going to be talking about inequalities. Bye, guys.